Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today Bounties. Oh my god. How long have we been waiting for Bounties, man? These last few chapters we were like, okay, this chapter we're gonna get a bounty. And no, nothing. Okay, this chapter, at least now we're gonna get a bounty, right? And we just get Luffy, Law, and Kid. Okay, fine. Next chapter we're gonna get a bounty. No, we don't. We were going crazy, man. We were, yeah. It was hard. It was hard to control yourself because there were no bounties. But this chapter, finally, we get all of the Straw Hats bounties, and we also get three bonus bounties, which is, of course, really appreciated, right? And we can take that as a compensation for the torture in these last few chapters, right? So yeah, I guess it is what it is. But of course, we'll start from the lowest bounty, right? Of course, the lowest and the highest growth, I guess, in compared to all the other Straw Hats. But yeah, it is what it is. Chopper with his big ass thousand berry bounty. Like, of course, if we are in One Piece, we'll probably get the same. So it is what it is, right? And yeah, whatever. So apparently people's theories about like Chopper probably could have like two bounties, one in his regular form and one in his monster point. So yeah, I guess monster point didn't get any recognition yet again. So yeah, whatever. But apart from Chopper, and of course later on we'll know that Robin, all the like lower and mid tier, like strength wise, right, lower and mid tier Straw Hats, they just got a flat 300 increase. Like, it's not anything, it's nothing like they achieved this, so they should get this much, they achieved that, they should get this much. No, because you could say, like, come on, Onigashima, it was in the sky, people couldn't see it. So not everything is translated perfectly, right? And of course, CP0 will concentrate on like the big guys, right? Of course, Luffy, Kid, Law, they'll concentrate on them. So yeah, they got whatever they had. But the other people, they just got kind of a side thing, right? They just got their bounty increases because of like Luffy being an emperor, and emperor's crew, regardless, being menacing. And of course, they kind of know that the commanders and the hierarchy of beast pirates are defeated, and many of the Straw Hats defeated them. So it is just like that. It's not like perfect accomplishment. That's why they don't get like, if not everybody gets like what they deserve. But it is what it is, right? So Nami gets a 300 increase. It's 66 million before, and now it's 366. So yeah, that's fine. And then again, it's the same with Brook. It was 83 before, now it's 383 before now. And poor Frankie, right? Poor Frankie. It was 94 before, it's 394 now. But yeah, the weird and funny thing with Frankie is like, instead of his bounty poster, it's the Sunny. Now, I know it's just a gag or whatever, but I think it's, it is something. It's, just like what happened to Sanji, right? It was like only alive, and we were like, oh, what the hell, what is this? And of course we get to know that, yeah, he's wind smoke and all that shit, right? So I think, because see, okay, we'll talk about Robin first, right? Robin, of course, she gets a whooping 930 million. Oh my, oh, I mean, this is freaking bad shit crazy right now. Robin's also has some like sense to it, because it's like she also gets a 300 increase because of being part of the Yonko crew. but she gets another 500. Basically totally she got like an 800 increase than previously she had. Like she I think she had 130 million, right? So now she has 930. So basically the 500 I think is like, yeah, okay. So Robin, we know we used to like push her aside. She used to work for Crocodile and all that shit, but now she's a legitimate threat because she's working under a Yonko. She is with a Yonko, and Yonko having someone who could read all this shit and reveal reveal everything is definitely a huge threat. So I guess the extra 500 was for that. So I mean, it does make sense. It does make sense. It was a long time coming, right? So now getting back to Frankie, I think it is gonna be little bit similar. Now let me explain, right? Of course, now Robin, of course, Frankie is not as dangerous as Robin to the world government, but he is still almost close, right? I mean, he knows how to build an ancient weapon, or rather, he could be even more dangerous than that because he knows how to build an anti Pluton. That is basically, if Pluton goes crazy, he can build something that could stop Pluton. So that's even more dangerous. And I think, of course, many of us have been theorizing for like years that, Sunny might already be, anti Pluton, or it might like already be the foundation for anti-Pluton, right? Maybe he could further improve whatever it is, but yeah. So I think it is his bounty poster and everything. Just yeah, it's just like a placeholder for now, right? I think maybe. I think Tekking mentioned like maybe Frankie could fuse with the Sunny. I'm not sure, Tekking or Bragg or someone, right? Someone mentioned that Frankie maybe could fuse with the Sunny, and that's why he has, it's like foreshadowing something. I think it's definitely a foreshadowing, and I think Frankie is, yeah, he's gonna get a huge bump sometime in the future. I'm not sure when, but yeah, hopefully soon enough, right? Because he definitely deserves more. Now coming to the top tier strats, right? Of course, they, I think Oda, I think he just thought like they should have a billion plus bounty, right? But of course, Oda with his number puns and all that shit, like yeah, Oda is like he's crazy with that, man. Basically it is what happened with both Zoro and Sanji, and I think Jinbei just got like in between bounty, right? Just to make a gag, right? But of course, let's talk about Sanji and Zoro first, right? Of course, Sanji got 1.32 billion berry, and Zoro Zoro got 1.1 billion, but then in the end he got like 1100 berry. Like yeah, that's weird, right? But of course it makes sense for Oda because these are actually like Sanji and Zoro's birthdays. So it's for Zoro it's 11 November, so that's why 11 and 11 both sides, and Sanji it's I think the 2nd March, so yeah, 32 23 whatever it is, right? So basically Oda went with the puns and he just gave Jinbei like whatever, he should be in between. I think this is because Oda wants to do a new gag. Initially the gag was like Sanji had 10 million higher than Zoro because he was in Whole Cake and Zoro wasn't. So yeah, now I guess Oda wanted to reverse the gag, but he wanted to do something different, right? Not just like okay, now Zoro has higher, right? No, because eventually we knew that like Zoro would definitely have a higher bounty, but I guess he made a different thing, right? He made Jinbei also have a higher bounty than Sanji, so that for now Sanji would be like, okay, damn, even Jinbei is higher, and then eventually now he'll get what he deserves, and he'll eventually be number two right after Zoro, right? So yeah, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I guess Jinbei is 1.1 billion. Yeah, man, whatever. But now coming to the cross guilds bounties. Oh my god, I did not expect this also to happen in the same chapter, right? But of course, it is a welcome thing. It is awesome, and yeah, man, Oda is just dope, right? And of course, we eventually get to know that Buggy, of course, he's not the mastermind. It was Crocodile, and he recruited Mihawk, but not as a subordinate, of course, as an equal. And Buggy just happened to be there because he owed Crocodile a huge amount of money. And yeah, we know the rest of the story, right? It is what it is. But Crocodile's bounty, man, I did not expect that. I thought, I'm a huge Crocodile fan, man. He's like my top three, right? He cycles between like one, two, three, along with Doflamingo and Whitebeard. But man, Crocodile's stocks are just off the charts, man. His bounty his bounty is 1.965. Now, I'm sure there's a pun in there somewhere, because it could have just been 2, but yeah, this is a weird number. So yeah, probably there's a pun in there, but who knows. But 81 million back in the day, man. I mean, of course, it was frozen. I'm pretty sure even in Alabasta, if you would have had a active bounty, it would have been more. But damn, man, 1.9 billion. So almost 2 billion. Damn, man, Crocodile. I'm just happy, man. I hope he has like armament and observation, and I hope he's actually strong AF right now. So I'm just happy. But of course, talking about the biggest increase in the series yet is Buggy D Clown. Of course, he goes from 15 million to 3.189 billion. Oh my god, like Buggy's now, of course, just like Robin's, Buggy's also is more based on influence and what he could do, right? It's not like they didn't see what he actually could do, but it's like what he could, presumably do, because they don't know nothing about him. So it's just crazy, man. I mean, to be honest, like Buggy's PR is freaking off the charts, right? I mean, I don't think there's anybody in the whole story except for maybe Rocks who has the resume Buggy has, right? Like, he's an emperor himself. He subjugated Mihawk and Crocodile, who have Crocodile is like 2 billion and Mihawk is the world's strongest. And of course, we're gonna talk about his bounty, but like Mihawk, they're saying, is equal or surpassing Shanks. Like, that's crazy. And he's a subordinate to Buggy. And of course, he used to be in Roger's crew, the Pirate King's crew, and he used to be equal to Shanks in Roger's crew. I mean, they were both they both had the same rank of cabin boy. So they used to be equals. And of course, they know because of that now Shanks is also his friend. And in Marineford, Whitebeard himself, the people, they were like pissing their pants looking at Whitebeard, and Whitebeard himself asked the help of Buggy in front of them. So Buggy's stocks are like, oh my god. But we know who he is, right? And of course, Crocodile and Mihawk both know, so they are manipulating him. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. We knew that was gonna happen. We thought that was the case already, but apparently no. Apparently now they did that, right? So yeah, it is what it is. But talking about Mihawk, oh, oh my God, this is this is a long time coming, man. We've been waiting for I don't know how many years. How many years? I mean, Mihawk doesn't have any influence. He doesn't have a crew. He doesn't have, you know, a a territory or anything. He just has himself, and just him by himself in that tiny ass coffin boat has 3.59 billion berry. Now, there could actually be a pun in there, but who knows, whatever. But you see, Mihawk by himself having this much bounty is, yeah. Until now people have been like downplaying emperors just by saying like, oh, emperors, like their bounty is inflated because of their crew, territory, and all that shit. And well, Mihawk apparently is considered equal to Shanks, who has 4 billion bounty, has 3.59 without any influence and all that shit. So, I mean, yes, influence and all that shit and clout. I mean, look at Buggy and Robin, right? Of course. The threat level also has some, like, you know, has some influence on bounties, but majority we know, like, of course there are exceptional cases, but you don't set rules on exceptional cases. You set rules on regular things, right? And yeah, it looks like it's all on strength, man. And his bounty is 3.59, 3.6 billion berry. Oh my God. And you know what this means, right? You know what this means. Zoro is definitely gonna surpass that bounty. And oh my God, Zoro is gonna have, like, we all knew this. We all knew this. All the fans, we knew this, right? But of course, people gonna deny whatever. But now it's confirmed. Now it's like, now it is right in front of our eyes, man. Zoro's bounty is gonna be more endgame bounty, right? The final bounty is gonna be more than 3.6 billion berry. Oh, that is oh, that is just crazy, man. That is just crazy. And the Marines mentioned like Mihawk even surpasses Shanks in skill, right? Of course, Shanks doesn't have, he doesn't have his arm. He only has one arm, so of course Mihawk, after that incident, he lost his will to like challenge Shanks, right? So, you know, all this time, whenever people said like Luffy needs to meet Shanks, what I wanted to happen, like, yes, of course, most of the time Shanks would talk to Luffy and party and shit, but I wanted one scene to be like Shanks just randomly goes to Zoro and he's like, Mihawk told me about you, right? And Zoro is like, what? Mihawk told you about me? Why? And he's like, well, we used to be rivals, and now because of my arm, I'm not a rival anymore. But I'm gonna bet on you, right? You need to like accomplish what I couldn't do, right? Because of course, because of the arm, they couldn't like finish their finish their rivalry or whatever, right? So yeah, so I wanted Shanks to be like, I bet on you, Zoro. You gotta defeat my friend, my rival, right? So yeah, I hope that would be awesome, right? But yeah, whatever. Of course, now that's it, and I'm pretty sure that Blackbeard will have a higher bounty than all of these people, man. I'm pretty sure when Luffy is facing Blackbeard, he's gonna have like the highest bounty in the series. I mean, of course, not as high as Rogers, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely gonna be higher than Whitebeard. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm just waiting for that, right? I have no doubt about that. I'm pretty sure like Blackbeard is gonna have higher bounty than all the other Yonkos. Like I'm pretty sure about Whitebeard too, like higher than Whitebeard, but maybe not Whitebeard. But it is what it is. Whatever. He's gonna have awesome bounty and oh man, crazy, crazy. But anyways, that's it for the video. You guys comment down what do you think about these bounties, and what do you think, like, yeah, are you happy about it, not happy about it? Jinbei randomly getting like freaking crazy bounty, and Robin getting a higher bounty, and Buggy having 3 billion, Crocodile having 2 billion, like whatever. Just comment down, and yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy. But anyways, check out my manga recommendation series, man. I mean, I recommend good mangas. I think so, and animes too. But yeah, just check it out. And man, as always, until next time, peace.